The next question is how to agree financially in marriage. Please give examples of what works, how they should allocate funds, should there be joint or separate accounts, and if you both have different financial preferences, how do you disagree to agree?
Okay. I'm the official financial manager in our family, so I probably would take this one as well. Interestingly, we too had financial challenges when we first got married. He's a spender and I'm a saver. And that you will find with most marriages as well, because opposites attract. So he's the kind of person who, even though he makes money, he runs through it quickly. He likes expensive things. He likes it big. He likes to just spend money. And anytime I used to complain about it, I'm like, well, how can you spend everything you make? He was like, you don't know when Jesus will come, so we might as well just enjoy it. Like, you know. And he's a preacher. The truth is that he can literally convince you to do anything.
But I'm born again now. That was before now.
Yes, now. I said
I'm a born again spender. I'm not.
Okay. You are saved now. But when we first got married, it was really bad. I can't even lie. He was very reckless with money. And I couldn't understand. I honestly couldn't understand. He always had money, was always broke. Like, he would run through it just as quickly as he was making it. And he used to make some of the weirdest decisions. He would, I think on the day we weren't even married then, which would have been a red flag for me, but I didn't notice. I was too in love. We weren't even married. We went to check the hall that we wanted to rent for our reception. And we got there, and then he said he wanted to use the restroom. So I was waiting for him. We went with the guy who was showing us the hall. And for like 10, 15 minutes, he wasn't back. So I was like, who uses the bathroom for 15 minutes? So I go searching for him. And then I find him with the guy in front of a dog cage. And the guy was selling a pit bull to him. In fact, 2 pit bulls. And I was telling him, we've not even paid for the hall we came for. And you want to buy 2 dogs. Why? And he was like, no, we can't. You don't understand. The breed is very good. They're pit bulls. They brought them straight from the UK. I'm trying to explain to you, listen, honey, we need them. We don't need dogs. Nobody needs them. You'd like to have them, but you don't need them. And then he goes on and I said, okay, even if you're going to buy one, he's like, no, the other one will die of loneliness. You have to, and you know, they are brothers. You have to keep them together. I don't even know, honestly, I don't know what he put in his mouth. I don't know what and I just moved on. Eventually, we bought the dogs, and God, I don't even want to go into that. We survived that. One day, I'm in the house. At the beginning of our marriage, we really struggled financially. We didn't have so much money. And then one day, he comes back, and walks into the house with this massive dog, a South African Boabo. I'm like, what is this? That dog was so massive that it broke down our gate. Like, it pushed the gate, and the gate, metal gate, it would stand at the same height with him. Deep sea, I'll never forget that dog. And I said to him, where did you get this dog from? He said he got a deal on it at 250,000 naira. Why do you get a deal on a dog? Who goes out to look for a deal? It's not a house, it's not a car. And then he would just have random things like, oh, he went out today, he saw this beautiful pool table, and then you see, do you want me to be going out?
Stay on the topic.
This is the topic. I need to give you both.
They get the point.
Because I need them to see. No, I'm still going somewhere. We're not done. He'll come back with pool table and give me reasons why a pool table in the house is better than him going out to play. So the guys can come to the house instead of him going out so that he can spend more time with me. And then, as I'm cooking, he always had something. And then he bought the pool table and then realized there was nowhere in the house he could fit. So we put it outside. Then he realizes that it's going to rain. So we have to build something to cover it. And then we build the thing, but they didn't build it quite right. So rain fell. So we have to buy a new. There's always something. There was always something. It's changed now. There was always something. And it was really hard for me. Especially because God's original plan, and I'll give you God's original plan. God's original plan is covenant. And covenant means that 2 of you are now one. Meaning there's no more my in a marriage. It's now our house, our account, our children, our parents. So we planned that we're going to have a joint account. Now I know that for some people it's impossible to do that because maybe you have to have a salary account. You have to have some other kind of account. So what we advise is beyond joint account, what's most important is joint accountability. So you both must know what you earn, and both of you should decide how you spend it. Now, if you know you're married to a spender, there must be checks and balances. He should not have full access to the account. It should be both of you to sign on every transaction. Now, for us, one of the things that even helped, even though it didn't really matter much because as K is still he will find a way around it, was that God told me, whatever you want to see in your partner, take the initiative and do it. So he said to me, start to pattern for him the healthy way to manage money. Don't nag him, don't complain, don't insult him, and definitely don't disrespect him. And so these 4 things were very hard for me because I'm very impatient with stupid people, I'm sorry. So if you're not doing something right, I'm like, but what's this? What, you're not doing? So I had to learn to bite my tongue. I had to learn to control myself. And I had to also learn not to be so self-righteous as to think that because you save money, you're better. Because some of us, because we're savers, we end up making money our God. So you plan God out of your life. So all the money you've saved, all your dreams are within that amount. So God is not really God anymore. So God had to also teach me that. So in the process, God said, start to show him how you want him to live. So what I would do is I would save money. And every time he needed money, I would come to the rescue. He would say, oh, I need money for this. I'd say, oh, I have. He's like, how do you have money? I say, because I save. And I'd keep saying that. I say, oh, I have money because I save. I have money because I save. Not, you are not saving. That's why you don't have money. That's why you're always here. I have money because I save. And we're a team, so I'm here. So at some point, God now gave me the idea that since he's a spender and he takes money and he expects me, so he's always saying, why are you not spending money? Spend money, enjoy your life. Do you know who you are? Enjoy. You're my wife, you know. And so God said, since he's willing to always give you money, why don't you take the money and save it for him? And so I started taking money and I opened an account for him and I started saving the money there. So every week I was taking a certain amount of money. And then one day he asked our accountant for bank statements. And then he noticed that every week I was withdrawing the same amount of money consistently. And so he asked her, something's up here. Why is Pastor M always taking money? So he comes to me and says, why are you taking money? I said, because you are spending. Me too, I'm spending. He said, you are not spending. Something's going on. And so I said to him, I was saving this money and I was going to give it to you when you turn 50. I was going to invest it and give it to you when you turn 50. And he said, how much could you possibly have saved? When I told him how much I had saved, his mouth literally almost reached the floor. And he was like, you are saving this amount of money and I didn't feel it. Let's do it well now. In fact, you're in charge of all the money. So officially now, I'm in charge of all the accounts. And I can say that he's wealthy right now. So God gave me that wisdom. If I had disrespected him, we would have been fighting. If I had made him feel like I wasn't his ally, like I wasn't on his side, he wouldn't listen to me. So you have to have wisdom. But like I said, it's not really about having the money in one account. It's being accountable to each other. That's how you can save yourselves from any financial troubles.
Amazing stuff. Have you been blessed today? Let's give a round of applause. I love the not just joint account, but joint accountability. I think that's real good stuff. Hopefully, this would really bless you. And I pray for as many who are having challenges with financial issues, that this will bring healing.